Hey guys, welcome back. Psycho Doggo, continuing my 100% practice walkthrough. So this time we are going to go ahead and get after the lava runs. For the lava runs, as you can see, I am hideous. But for it, you're going to want to do a few things. First and foremost, you want to go to your shield and pick the Dragon Crest shield. Dragon Crest shield has 89 fire absorption, which means it is probably the best possible shield you could have at this point. The next thing you want to do is go ahead and equip whichever armor set gives you the best fire resistance. You can see that under absorption in the center of the screen. You see physical versus strike versus slash versus thrust, magic, fire, lightning, and dark. You are looking for fire, purely fire. For me, the items that do the most fire damage are the Conjurator Hood, the Antiquated Dress, Antiquated Gloves, and the Conjurator Boots. I need to look up how to say that word, but the best way to check is you just select your item and you go, and as you can see, blue means it's better, red means it's worse, and you just scan through and see if anything pops up blue under fire. And in general, the stuff with better magic, fire, lightning, and dark absorption is going to be cloth sets, so they have terrible physical but great elemental. So that is my armor setup. For rings, you want the flame stone plate ring. Hopefully you got that earlier. If you don't, that is actually not a deal breaker. If you don't have it, it's not a huge deal. But I'm going to put it on because it helps. You want the life ring because you want as much health as possible to help survive the lava itself. Blue tear stone ring because it increases damage absorption when your HP is low. And then the witch's ring because it boosts the power of pyromancies. And the reason we're going to do that is you're going to go ahead and put your pyromancy flame on in place of your weapon. And you're going to sit down at the bonfire and you are going to go to attune spell. Now, look at your attunement stat. If you have 10 attunement, which you should, it will allow you to have one attunement slot. If you don't have an attunement slot, it's not the end of the world. So, in order to get an attunement slot, you can put on the deep ring. Deep ring gives you an attunement slot. So, go to attune spell, select it, select flash sweat, just click A or X, back on out, and now it should pop up the top part of your D-pad. If you don't have an attunement thing, just go ahead, swap out. I would recommend swapping out the witch's ring in place of the deep ring. I believe there's another one that allows the attunement at this point. No, that's the only one. So that's the only option. But before you make this run, make sure spend all your souls. If you have souls you don't want to lose, don't go into them with this. Good to fair chance you're going to die. The last thing that I haven't mentioned is you want to put on red bug pellets. You should have picked up 6 at this point, but you'll at least have 2. Almost certainly, as long as you're going around picking up items. You want to pick up the red bug pellets. These temporarily boost fire damage absorption, so we're going to use one before we run out into the lava. So for this, we are leaving from, let me go ahead and show you the bonfire. As you can see, Demon Ruins Bonfire. Running from that, we're going to go back to that area with the rats, which actually means I'm going to go ahead, I'm just going to throw the Baymore on real quick. I'm going to take it off before we go in there, but just run on over. Just run down to the end. Roll. Oh, I got hit with 2. Leave me alone! As you can see, 2 fireballs did the damage that 1 used to prior to me putting on all this fire gear, so it does make a difference. But run over here. Rat 1. I do recommend killing these rats just because you don't want them following you down towards the lava. There are also those lava blobs that you do not want to deal with. They are down in the swamp, so don't stand too close if you are just mentally or physically preparing yourself. So go ahead, take off the Baymore. You want to be as light as possible. Obviously, we are just above fast rolling. You're not going to want to roll in this, actually. I know. It's hard to believe, but you're going to want to hold Y. Go ahead, two-hand your shield, and then you're going to want to pop. Hold on. Let me go through the full thing. So you're going to want to pop a red bug pellet. Go ahead, use a light attack with your pyromancy. Use flash sweat. Two-hand your shield by holding Y and run into the swamp. Do that. Heal up. Make sure you're blocking, and then as you lose health, I get a nice double chug in. get the white hair talisman, and then just watch your health and heal as you go. Almost always you're going to want to double chug. You get to the end, and as you can see, we have survived the lava run. One of the things that I kind of messed up running in there, I wanted to show a little bit better, is as long as you're blocking, until you let go of your block, you don't really take a whole lot of damage, but then you start taking a lot of damage. So now that we've done the first of the 2 lava runs, you're going to want to go ahead, use a homeward bone, and go to the bonfire last rested at. The only reason we're doing that is because we want to have as much Estus as possible for lava runs. You never want to be low on Estus going into a lava run because you're going to be double chugging as you go just to survive it. So even if you have 5 or 6 Estus left over, definitely I would recommend going on back and getting some more stuff. Getting more Estus. But same exact run as before. Less important that you kill stuff. This time we're doing more of a suicide run. Roll! I still got hit once. As you can see, it does so little damage when we have all this fire protection on. So same exact thing. This time though, we're going to where the curse frogs are. So you're going to want to drop down right onto big old mama rat. But we're not worried about killing her. Just roll frantically. You're going to drop down right to where the curse frogs are. Roll past them. You're just going to sprint past all of them. Just frantically run. And we're going down to where Nightslayer Torsig was. But of course, he is dead. If you've not killed him, do not run down here dressed as you are, because then he will one-shot you, which is just always sad. You never want to die in one hit. But run on down. As you can see, very quick, very manageable run, very safe. So, 2 items. The one on the right is an ember. Not that important to grab. The one on the left is not an ember, and I would consider more important to grab. Just to clarify, in the last lava run, one of the things that we got was the white hair talisman. Very nice talisman. Talismans are good for miracles, or they are for miracles, so just beware. Talisman, it's a cool thing, but it is, as you can see, it's, I don't know, cast miracles and pyromancies. It's a fun thing. Just, I've never used it for a build, but I am tempted to. So same thing as before. We're gonna go ahead, pop the red bug pellet, use a light attack for flash sweat, put on our Estus, double hand our shield, and run out into there. And as you can see, we basically take no damage. Grab the sacred flame, and then we're gonna do a dead sprint backwards. And you survive. As you can see, that time we didn't even need to heal in the lava, and that's really the perk of this. One of the biggest things, you don't want to try to take the time to turn your camera around. Just turn your body around and run frantically back to the safety of this. But go ahead, get yourself to full health. And even though the buffs are still going, I would highly recommend popping another red bug pellet. Go ahead, pop flash sweat. 2-hand your shield, throw that block up, and sprint out again. As you can see, look at how little damage we're taking. You can hear we're actually blocking it with our shield. But then the second it drops, we stop blocking. So just be aware. That one trick, that knowing that if you are blocking, your shield is actually blocking the damage from the lava, is what made me comfortable with lava runs. So just be aware of that. Throw that dragon shield up, and you're safe. You really are. You can get all the way to the item, pick it up, and then you only have to survive the run back. But if we're being honest, if you go into it without souls, you don't even have to survive the run back, because you're not losing any souls into the lava. So you can get any item in this game that you want, so long as you know the trick that if you hold your shield up and it has good fire defense, you don't really take any damage. So I just think that's a really good thing to be aware of. Now we are going to go ahead, we're going to homeward bone on out of here. Yeah, I'm going to head on back to the shrine bonfire. At this point, if you've used all your soul items, maybe you want to do a little bit of grinding, but in the next episode, we're going to go ahead and buy the tower key, and we're going to knock out that whole portion of the game. I'm just going to use my soul items for it. So in the next episode, I'm going to go ahead and burn through those soul items. If you don't want to do that, obviously you don't have to follow in the next episode. You can wait a little bit longer, wait till we kill Wolnir, and use Wolnir's souls to go ahead and buy the tower key. But I'm going to do that in the next episode with my soul items. Actually, if you're just copying me with soul items, let's see if we even have enough, or if I'm going to have to try some grinding. Should, because that one used 10,000. And then we're going to go ahead. I'll just use 2 of those. 4,000. Okay, we're totally good. Just need 1 more. Okay. So the tower key is, just in case you were wondering, run on back to the Shrine Maiden. Purchase. It is this key, tower key. So there's the grave key, which we already bought, and the tower key costs 20,000 souls. Just go ahead and buy it. It is super not a big deal to just buy it now. So I'm going to do that. So go ahead, buy that key, or wait. It really doesn't matter. But in the next episode, we'll cover what you do with that key. I'm just going to go ahead, take a minute, put my stuff back to normal. Need to infuse that. Still rocking the knight armor. Couple of episodes, we're going to get our hands on some beefier armor. Some stuff that's just a little bit better. Weighs about the same though. Go ahead. Chloranthy, Havels, and what else was I rocking? Oh yeah, I was rocking the Karthus milk ring. So put everything back to normal, and in the next episode we will be going through with that ring. So that's what we'll do next time. Thanks for coming out for the lava runs. I will catch you guys